recently, I received some criticism about the Katt Williams Club Shay Shay interview. Now, like most of you, I have thoroughly enjoyed it. And right now, it has about 44 million views. The whole world is still talking about it, and I'm one of the people still talking about it also. But I do believe there is a sense of loyalty that Shannon Sharpe should have had to the other guests that he brought on. And those guests are Steve Harvey, Earthquake, Cedric the Entertainer, and Ricky Smiley. All right? Now, some of you say, listen, he doesn't owe them anything. The other guys for talking down on Katt Williams, or at least telling lies. So Katt Williams had his right to respond. And I get it. If I'm that person that says they rock with you, I'm just gonna stand on it. Even with Kevin Samuels. Anybody who has talked bad about Kevin Samuels after his death or during his death, I refuse to this day to work with him. But hey, everybody is who they are. Now, when Steven Jackson called Shannon Sharpe out on the same thing that I'm talking about, Shannon Sharpe said this.
And the people that's commenting is like, you got 200 followers. You can't be a journalist with 200 followers.
Right.
Because even people that don't know the journalists, they got at least 4,000 or 5,000.
Right.
You're upset that he said everything that he said, and he said it on my platform.
Right.
And now it's bringing attention to my platform. Just like I've had Ricky Smiley on. I've had Steve Harvey. You didn't say anything. I didn't push back about Steve when he said things about in his marriage. You didn't say a word. When he spoke about his daughter, you didn't say a word.
And Steven Jackson, who looks like a hater, said this.
I already spoke on Katt. Katt a real one. He spoke his mind. Everybody should speak their mind. That's just what it is. I wouldn't let him go hard as he did on a lot of people on our show. I just wouldn't, because we got relationships with him. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. You don't have a show, so you wouldn't know what you would do. We've done hundreds of shows, so we know how to handle that type of shit. The whole world talking about the Katt interview. The whole world. Everybody giving their opinions. But I can't speak on it because I'm so live. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Well, go on everybody else's page and tell them that too.
But I want you guys to follow what I'm about to say, because this opportunity happened to me. Rewind, Nima! So, Media Takeout put out this particular story about Katt Williams. The name of the interview says, Katt Williams' alleged violent history. Actress said he beat and burned her and studies black magic. Now, let's read the first paragraph, shall we? Sad music! Katt Williams nearly broke the internet last week with his explosive Club Shay Shay interview, where he exposed alleged Illuminati connections amongst some of the biggest black names in Hollywood. Well, now the Illuminati appears to be striking back. An old lawsuit against Katt was sent to Media Takeout, which claimed that Katt was a violent abuser who may practice black magic. Now, who was the lawsuit sent from? Can I get a dun 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 sound effect? Jamila Majesty. Now, of course, I reported on this story and gave my opinion. And then, email notification sound effect, Dima. I got this email from, you guessed it, Jamila Majesty. And she says this. Take music! Would you like a real interview with me? For deeper truth details of whatever you would like to ask. Now, I will blur her email and her phone number out, but she sent these pictures of herself. Woo! Hot mama! You are looking nice. Hold on, the second one, look at that kissy face. Girl, you are looking good, right? And of course, knowing what is going on with Katt Williams right now, if I were to interview this lady who will come on and say negative things about Katt Williams, it will garner millions of views. But stop the show. See, here's the situation. I don't know Katt Williams. He's never done anything to me. I have my criticisms of his interview, just like everybody else. But one thing I will never do is to let some woman come on with allegations against a black man without him being able to defend himself, unless that person I know is a sleazeball. But no, I'm not gonna come on and let her get some shine because he just got 44 million views on Club Shay Shay. So now she's gonna come on my platform and bash this man and talk about how crazy this guy is. Now, of course, Katt Williams probably does have issues, but it won't happen here. But why is that? You see, let me tell you something about me. Yeah, I'm not perfect, and yeah, I can be dusty, But you know one thing is I'm loyal, right? And I don't even know the guy. He don't owe me anything. But I'm not gonna allow this black woman to come on here and assassinate this black man where, I mean, listen, you know, you haven't been doing interviews before then, why do it now? But do you know how many YouTubers will do it? You wanna know how many guys would, you know, they have no loyalty to anything? They'll just put her up on here. And it's been so many times where people have hit me up. I don't even want to mention their names, wanting to come on and expose somebody, expose a man. You have never seen me take that interview. I get millions of views on my channels each month. And as a black person that's in the celebrity game, I've garnered almost 250,000 views in my YouTube career. But some of the views that are out there, I don't need. And this is one of those examples. And I'm gonna tell you like this, some people will do anything for money, right? But here's the thing that I'm talking about. Like, if you rock with somebody and you said that these your friends, and I don't know if he has loyalty to those guys, but there is no way that I would rock like that. I'm sorry, if somebody that I rock with don't like you or they got criticisms of you, I'm not gonna bring that person onto my platform so you can assassinate them. Cause for me, it's like, fuck you. Like, I'm loyal to the guy that I'm loyal to. Go somewhere else with that. You know what I mean? And I know that we don't got that kind of loyalty anymore in the game because everything right now is about money, you know? And I try to tell you guys something that's very personal. And I've been in this business. I've seen guys make a lot of money in this business. I've seen a lot of guys come. I've seen a lot of guys go. I've seen my friends die. I had 2 really close friends that died in 2022, Kevin Samuels and Sinful to P. And then I had a close colleague at a certain point, Alan Roger Curry died, all in the same year. So I've seen guys make the most money they ever made in their life and then only have a year or 2 to enjoy it. I've seen those things. But do you know what? Everything is not about money. Certain things are about principles and relationships. Let me just say this, right? Let me give you an example. And I want to throw Brother Corey Holcomb's name out there, for example. He's a brother I support. I love his show. Now, if I was to interview somebody like this, right? And I want to go and work with Corey Holcomb or somebody else, what would he say? Like, hold on, man, you gonna bring a lady that got these allegations against Katt Williams? You don't know Katt Williams, but you let her come on your show and say that? Hell nah. And Corey Holcomb, he's another guy that got to get his props. Do you know how many people try to come to Corey Holcomb's platform to do big interviews that will expose people, men, and he says no to that? He's talked about it. If I'm getting it, I know he gets it. So it's certain things that us as YouTubers, we get a lot of opportunities to ruin somebody's life or expose something. And you never see me doing it. You never see Corey do it. Or even some of the other brothers in there, Tariq, or a lot of brothers in the black sector just don't do it, and we can. But then, how you gonna say, you know what, sad music? Man, we gotta stand up for black men, man. We gotta love black men. Then as soon as somebody wanna come and bring a story that's gonna assassinate, and you feel like, well, here got my opportunity to get 2 million views or 5 million views on the story, and I can go ahead and let somebody assassinate their character, people gonna look at you as a cornball. Because you know why? You are a cornball. And it's a lot of cornball brothers and sisters in black YouTube. And you'll do anything for $1. I see it all the time, man. People will put their information out there. I've seen people who will scam subscribers. I've seen people who will do anything for a super chat or a cash app. And I'm gonna tell you, man, a lot of people in the content creator community don't like it. First of all, not only do I not like it, I hate it. I think that if you're that kind of person, you cannot be trusted at all. And I wasn't gonna put this story out there, but I wanted to show this story out there that this is what happens a lot of times to a lot of content creators. People always wanna come on someplace and wanna drag a man and to have that opportunity. But it's so many opportunities like this that we don't do it. And I'm only gonna use this to shed light on the situation about the whole Shannon Sharp thing. Look, man, there is no way if I rock with a person, I like a person, I'm not going to work with you, period. If you have a person that is an enemy and they ask me to come onto that platform or you don't like them, then hey, I'm gonna call you and say, hey, look, man, this person, you know what I mean, is asking me to do it, but I'm not gonna do that, you know what I'm saying, unless you think it's okay, or if you have a problem with it, or have y'all talked or whatever. You know what I mean? And I don't know Katt Williams, but what I do know is Katt Williams helped out a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Katt Williams helped out a lot of folks. He helped out a lot of individuals, all right? And I'm not gonna be the one to go out there and do that because just how thirsty people are out here in the game. And watch, if people go ahead and take random interviews of somebody to get views, never trust them. Never trust them. They should never get no exposure. You know what I mean? Never. Because why? That person is a liar. All right? And that person, if they'll do it to you, and I'm telling you, watch any YouTuber who is willing to bring on somebody and just to expose somebody, especially when the person is hot and they'll do that for views, you know that person is not to be trusted. I can guarantee you. Guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.